Should you start a Shopify store in 2025? In this video, I'm going to break down everything you need to know about Shopify in 2025, the new changes, and everything that's different from my past Shopify videos. Let's just get straight into the cons of Shopify, because if you're watching this, you probably want me to get straight to the point. First one is the cost. With tools like TikTok Shop out there, you can start selling pretty much for free. No subscription needed, and you can start making money straight away. Whereas with Shopify, you do have to pay a fee. However, they do have a free trial. I have a link to it down below, so you can actually test out your Shopify store for a few weeks for free. But if you need it to be cheaper for longer, then of course options like TikTok Shop are going to be better for you. The next con is if you have no audience at all, no traffic, no following on socials, you will find it very hard to get sales on your Shopify store. If you start a Shopify store, no one is coming running to your store. They're not swiping through some kind of Shopify platform where they can look at different Shopify stores and find your store. No, you're going to have to rely on social media. You're going to have to rely on SEO, email marketing to actually drive people to your website. If you are just starting from scratch, you may find platforms like Etsy or TikTok Shop better because people are already on those platforms searching for certain products and certain things, and they're more likely to come across your listing or your store. Next is the fees. So Shopify do take a fee. However, now that TikTok Shop takes a 5% fee, Shopify's fee doesn't sound too bad to me. That is something that you would have to weigh up in your product costs and check in your profit margins. Fees is something that you want to check out. Next is that your monthly subscription will start to add up when you add on different apps into your store. Shopify do have some amazing themes for your Shopify store, but there will always be some little extras that you might want to add on to, you know, get more traffic to your store look nicer. £25 a month could quickly turn into £50 a month just from the different apps and add-ons that you have to pay for. So those are pretty much my cons of Shopify. They're not too many, so let's get straight into what is new about Shopify and why I feel like you should start a Shopify store. Now, the main reason I am an advocate for Shopify stores is the fact that you are going to own your data and own your customers. Other platforms like Amazon, Etsy, TikTok Shop, when a customer buys from you, you don't know nothing about them pretty much. Like, you're not allowed to then take their details and email them using email marketing. You can't remarket to them. You can't look at like their data. You can't really see much about analytics about them. Whereas when you have your own Shopify store, they have some great analytics and things you can do to be able to learn more about your customer and even contact them directly. Nowadays, with algorithm and social media, you do not want to be relying just on that to actually gain customers. Saying that, let's just get straight into their new features. So they have a few new AI tools that are really good, and the first one that I want to mention is going to be perfect for you if you are new, and this is a AI website designer. You can use this tool to actually generate a whole Shopify store just from keywords that you input into the AI tool, along with the kind of look that you want to go for and the feel and what kind of products you are selling, and Shopify will put together a whole theme for you. This isn't something that we had years ago. I had to do mine from scratch from the free theme that they had, which was only like 1 or 2 at the time. Now they do have a whole bunch of really good free themes available, and now of course you can actually get Shopify to design it for you. If you are someone that isn't really tech savvy and you start your Shopify store and you have no idea what to do and all of the features and it's just a bit too overwhelming, they now have an AI assistant. So this is called Sidekick. It will pop up on the bottom right side and you'll be able to click that and actually chat to the AI bot and tell it exactly what you need help with, and it will give you help guides and direction on what to do when it comes to the back end of your Shopify store. This is amazing because back in the day I would have to go to the Shopify help tab, which would then have a whole bunch of FAQs, but if you had like a specific question to your store, we'd then have to chat to someone, which, you know, that takes a long time, having to wait for them to reply to you and so on. So having an AI chatbot is really helpful. What I love also about Shopify in 2025 now is that they have more detailed reports. Analytics is great, like your basic analytics, but Shopify actually put together some really detailed reports for your data. I'm not like a data girly, so I have no idea what I'm looking at that when I'm looking at those reports. Now it breaks it down for you. For example, here is one about ABC analysis, something to do with like your top sellers, products that you should get rid of and products that you should sell and buy more of. Whereas when I used to look at that, I was like, I don't know what this means at all. It now breaks it down to you, like these are the products that you should be selling, these are the products that you shouldn't be selling, you need to get rid of, and so on. So I really love that it like breaks it down for you. Another great one is the customer segmentation. I love this because it really helps me to understand my customers, what they do, and I can really cater content directly to those. You can also check out who are your top spenders, who haven't bought from you in a long time. You can even edit that to put a different date. So if you want to check out who hasn't bought from you in a year, 2 years, 30 days, 60 days, you can make all of those segments within the customization part. Shopify markets. Now this is one that I honestly, if I'm honest with you guys, I can't really get my head around, but it is really good if you are good at that kind of stuff. You can actually set up markets for different markets within the world. So like a US market, a EU market, rest of the world market, and Shopify will really break it down for you and tell you what you should be charging for tax and shipping for each individual country. You can kind of like bulk them together and make sure that when the customer goes to checkout, either they are reading the website in their own language, seeing the shipping fee that is directly for them, which is really helpful because if someone from another country comes on your website, you don't want them to click off because everything is just speaking to them in the UK pricing and language. So that's definitely something to dive deep into. You now as well don't have to use a third-party app to be able to design and customize your thank you pages and your checkout page. Now you can do this within Shopify, which is really good. Again, eliminating that need to spend extra coin. Also, when you go into your online store on the back end and you're about to edit your store, you will see at the top some really good data that will actually share with you what your loading speed is and other things that are really good when it comes to people going onto your website. And if it is red, it will actually lead you to an expert that you could maybe pay for to speak to so they can fix your loading speed, because loading speed is something that will really put a customer off when they come onto your website. I know if I want to purchase something and it takes long to load, I will just click off because we have very low patience. Now with discounts, there is way more flexibility. Back in the day, it was very like this or that. You didn't have much flexibility if you wanted to mix and match discounts, if you wanted a customer to just only be able to use a shipping one and not another one, or you want to allow them to use shipping, product and order discounts. You can now do that within the discounts tab. Also, you can give, and I discovered this just by chance when I was doing something else within my customers tab, you can give them store credit. So if you have like a customer, for example, it was our anniversary last year, and what I did is I gifted 10 customers a £10 store credit towards anything they wanted to purchase because it was our anniversary and I wanted to treat my 10 top spending customers, which again I was able to do in the customer segment section. Issued them store credit, and there's nothing you have to do, nothing gets taken out of your bank account. It's just click and then they get store credit, which is really cool. Now thanks to iPhone and new update, you can actually do tap to pay using iPhone. Shopify do have POS system, which means you can actually use your Shopify and allow people to pay for things in person. Once you set that up, they have to do is tap their phone to your phone and they've paid for the item. But we'll be using that when I go to in-person markets. And then the last thing I want to mention is just the upgraded Shopify app. I just find it so much easier to navigate and use, and it loads faster. That is my breakdown of Shopify in 2025. Let me know if you have any further questions down below. Definitely check out the free trial if you are interested in starting your Shopify store today. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.